The upcoming Beauty and the Beast remake will hit theaters soon, and following the live-action revision Disney trend, I thought it'd be fun to see how it could be ruined, cause I'm kind of a cynic that way. That's not to say I want it to be bad. It's a remake of my favorite Disney Renaissance movie. I don't want it to suck. This is a video made just for fun as we see how this movie could model itself after some of the previous live-action remakes that made those unnecessary changes to be more modern and PC, and ended up being pretty weak. Let's get started. Number 1. Omitting Stockholm Syndrome. In recent years, more people are noticing a nitpick they haven't noticed when they were kids. Belle is kinda a victim of Stockholm Syndrome. She's imprisoned by the Beast, and in time grows to like him. Belle takes her father's place as prisoner for his freedom, and Beast doesn't let her out of the castle grounds until after the ballroom scene. In vein of the Cinderella remake where Cinderella got to leave the house every now and then, Belle wouldn't be a prisoner at all in the new movie. I know where the company's coming from. They want the leading ladies to be strong and independent. But they already were strong enough in the original movies. Belle's bravery in the original and switching place with her father made her selfless and likable, and it made the Beast scary at first. In the remake, Beast could say to Belle,
"Alright, you are my prisoner, but you can leave the castle whenever you want. Yeah, I'm scary."
If that's the case, then Beast is less intimidating and Belle isn't that brave since she can just walk out at any time like Cinderella. Number 2. Lacking the rivalry of Cogsworth and Lumiere. In the original, the living clock Cogsworth and the sentient candelabra Lumiere bicker a lot. Cogsworth is staunch and uptight, and Lumiere is rebellious and laid back. They practically fight all the time, and they're fun to watch. But in the end, they're both very loyal to Beast and get attached to Belle. If the remake makes these two get along just fine, then the rivalry's dead and these two aren't that exciting to watch. A big reason why I don't want that to happen is because Sir Ian McKellen and Ewan McGregor will be the voices of these two. Think about it. Obi-Wan and Gandalf the Grey bicker with each other. Do not ruin that golden opportunity. Number 3. Ruining the Beast's origin. In the original's prologue, Beast used to be a spoiled prince who wouldn't let the Enchantress, disguised as an old sick woman, into his castle during a cold night. So to make him pay for his harsh nature, the Enchantress transforms him Pinocchio style for being such a brat. Movies nowadays like to make origin stories tame. You know what the newer Spider-Man movies where the death of Uncle Ben was 100% not Peter's fault? Yeah, the movie could do something like that. The prince could be a decent kid, and the Enchantress could just be a dick, just to make the Beast more likable at first. So she transformed him because that's how she rolls. Don't make the Enchantress a villain, she was trying to teach him a lesson. Number 4. Making Gaston boring. Gaston is hands down one of my favorite animated Disney villains, right up there with Pete and Yzma. He's a brash, self-loving, and overall fun guy. He's a cartoonish, stereotypical man's man. He thinks he could get any girl, but he's dumbstruck when he's rejected. He's like the Zapp Brannigan of Disney. Even his sexist dialogue is something Zapp would say. "Come on, Kif, you can't give a book to a woman. First she'll start reading and develop thoughts, and it's not natural." Yeah, he's a jerk, but in the most endearing way. I hear time and time again that he's like the bland Disney princess from the 30s and 50s. But I never saw that. He was his own character. I always wanted someone bulky like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson or Lou Ferrigno to play this guy. What would kill the remake for me is if they got Gaston wrong. He could be mundane, soft-spoken, and his dialogue would be nerfed so he doesn't offend anybody. But that would make him so half-hearted. I never hear about how much women hate Gaston or anything like that. They could make him more three-dimensional like the new Maleficent, or they could get lazy and make him a selfish dick like the main antagonist of the new Maleficent. You know, that guy. I can never remember his name. Just make sure he's Gaston, alright? Just give me this one thing, at the very least. Number 5. Missing the magic. When you remake a beloved movie that's very close to millions of people who first saw it as children, you have taken it upon yourselves to make sure people are getting the kind of movie that respects the original, as well as keeping the spirit of it alive and well today. It's not enough to just look like the original, it has to feel like it too. I want to see Belle, not just Emma Watson in a yellow dress. They could reenact the scenes as much as they like, but quality beats quantity. The original is timeless, it doesn't need to be molded into something that will be outdated in a few years. Remember that awful Alice in Wonderland movie from 2010? Yeah, let's not get another one of those. The trailer seems to get the tone of Beauty and the Beast down, but it needs to get the spirit down too. If not, then we're looking at another Maleficent. Ugh. As long as it gets that right, this may be a good sign of future remakes to come. The Lion King, Mulan, Little Mermaid. You know what? The whole Renaissance. Every single one of them. Maybe not Pocahontas, but definitely Hercules. We could get Hercules training in Phil's program and fighting the Hydra in live action. And keeping up with the tradition, James Woods has to be Hades again. Come on, after the animated series and the entirety of Kingdom Hearts, James Woods to Hades what Ron Perlman is to Hellboy. I can't picture anyone else in that role. So those are the 5 things that could ruin the remake. I still hope for the best, and I might see it to find out how things turn out. Thanks for watching. See you next time.